welcome to another wonderful live stream out here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And welcome to the Foodie channel. Gotta love this. Wait till you guys see this. This is just mind-blowing. I'm at one of Phnom Penh's premier expat restaurants. And the place is called Kinnan. If I'm saying it right, K-I-N-I-N. Got to get my shit together. Look at this. I got a it's called a Khmer kumquat iced tea. Oh, so good. They give you bottled water that looks like it's in a wine thing. No, I'm not drinking, guys. For those of you that know me, it's simply bottled water. Look at this. Nice cloth. Kind of tablecloth napkins, and you know, since a lot of Westerners are here, they actually give you forks. But yeah, this dish here, oh my God, look at this dish, guys. This is amazing. Do you not see this? With flowers and shit on it. I don't know if the flowers are edible. Maybe. But to tell you what's in it, I went sort of vegetarian today because I'm going to have steak tonight, but this is avocado mash with chickpeas and lentils and all kinds of peppers and all kinds of good stuff. But yeah, it's really delicious, really delicious. Well, not sure what you mean by that comment, but hey, whatever works for you, buddy. Or Dr. something. Dr. Strangelove. I'm just pulling your leg. But yeah, I'll show you the restaurant in a minute, but I'm dying to try this. Oh, that's good. Where am I? I'm in Phnom Penh at a restaurant called Kinnan, K-I-N-I-N. And this is a really chill pad. It's right in the middle of the city. I will show you what it looks like. So you see we're surrounded by trees. I'm actually upstairs. This is the downstairs area. There's a lot of people hanging out down here. Check out the top. This is where I'm at. Oh, it's super nice. What a nice pad, man. There's even a hidden little table back there. Look at all the room up here. You can sit behind these bushes. Or you can go have yourself a drink down there, or sit where this guy's at. Isn't that cool? So yeah, that's where we're hanging out, guys. Taking you on a foodie trip in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. You know, it's funny, this is the second time I've been here, but I haven't been here in a while. I thought this would be a good place to shoot a live stream, but I haven't been here in a good 2 months, maybe 3 months. And the waiters and waitresses actually remembered me. I was like, oh, they freaking remembered me from last time. I think I'm the only one that sits upstairs. I just like the bird's eye view. Hi, Rita. I just like to watch the traffic go by. See? Super cool. Hey, we got some people come in. Hello, hello. Got you like my plant? But yeah, here's the dish. Isn't that the coolest? Look how they decorated this. Like, I can't even. This is a sliced carrot, guys. How the hell did they do that? Bro. And my kumquat tea. Boop. But yeah, I'm using the planner to prop up my camera. You like it? Yeah. I do too. It's not too shabby. I figured we'll do a little eating and talking. If you guys have any questions about Cambodia, I'm an expat. If you don't know who I am, I'm originally from Orlando, Florida, United States. I've been living in Phnom Penh. I don't know if I can eat this flower. Maybe I shouldn't eat that flower. But I've been living here. This month will be 9 months. I got here in January. Angelo, welcome. I can't read your language. I have no idea what you just said. Salute Italia. So you're saying hello in Italian? I think I get that part. I think I get that part, guys, because I'm sorry. I get a lot of international people on here, and I so wish I knew every language on this planet. I know little bits and pieces of it, but that's it. Ooh, I think oh yeah, the lentils are in the middle. Interesting. Are we good now? I'm here, Alex, but it seems to be buffering. Hi, Alex. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know, bro. I don't know. No wonder I lost everybody on the live stream. Can you hear or see me? Hello? Nothing yet? Oh, man. All right. Can you hear or see me, Alex? Alex, write me in the comments. All right, let me try something. Hi. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Are we all good? I had comments people couldn't hear or see me. Can somebody tell me if you can hear or see me while I eat the salad? Because it's lunchtime. That's why I'm eating. Hey, it's my live stream. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, okay? It's a foodie live stream. Of course you gotta show food and eat. Duh. I'm just pulling your leg. You know, there's other live streams. So if you don't want to watch some old lady on YouTube eating her salad, you can go to another channel. Just saying. It's a free world, Betty. I like my carrot. Look how thin they slice that. I'm gonna eat it. Hey, Tom. Cool. Do you guys want to see the restaurant we're at? It's called Kinnan now that people are starting to come in again. It's a premier expat hangout spot. As you can see, a lot of Westerners are hanging out here. That's the entrance. As you can see, we got a lot of trees surrounding us. I'm actually on top here, the second deck. Isn't this cool? You can sit all up here. Nobody's up here but me. course, I got fans running. We got cats walking along the back. Check this out. Oh, it's beautiful. I love this place. You can sit down there. Look at this kitty cat. There's 2 cats that hang out here. That's one of them. A little short-tailed Callie. But yeah, check out my meal, bro. I thought I'd eat fresh today. And no, this is not a bottle of wine. This is water. And this is kumquat tea. Your girl ain't drinking booze, okay? Does Pico Metro to me? I don't know Pico Metro. Looks like Pico Metro. Nice. Yeah, it is. It's super nice. This whole meal, what I got was smashed avocado, lentils, chickpeas, amongst like other veggies. And some bread on the side and some kumquat tea. This all came to $8.95. Really cheap. Considering the place you're at and the type of service that you get, it's unreal. It's unreal, man. Oh, and it comes with some feta cheese. I mean, but barely, look. There's like 2 pieces of cheese on my thing. But it's got mangoes in it, too. It's got a lot of good, healthy stuff. And what's so cool, like, this is my 2nd time here. I haven't been here, though, in months. I just thought, oh, it's nice. I need to pick up candles. There's a candle shop down the road, and Mr. Piccolo's Bakery's down the road. I wanted to go get some of his Kahlua balls. It sounds funny, but they look like donut holes and they're made out of Kahlua. They're fucking good. And it's all in this area. So I was like, oh, what the hell? Let's go out here and have lunch, go get some business done, shoot a live stream, show you guys another interesting, really tasty kind of restaurant that you can go to while you're here. Who's that? Burkon says hi? Hi. Hold on, we gotta do something here in just a second, guys. I gotta clean up house a little bit. Hold on, one other thing. Probably gonna play, won't lose anybody. But yeah, tell me where you guys are from, man. I'm in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. If you don't know, I'm an expat that lives here. Been here 9 months from Orlando, Florida. Where are you from? Put it in the comments. Tell me where you're from. Where are you tuning in from in the world? Or SoCal? Oh, South Carolina. My contacts are fucked up. You put SoCal and I'm writing social. Oh my God, that's so funny. Or I'm saying social. Okay, so we got USA, California in the house. Anybody else? Don't be shy. This is really a lot of food. Again, you gotta love this carrot. This is so fucking cute how they made this carrot. What the hell? And we put little flowers on top. I think you might be able to eat these, but I'm not gonna take that chance. I don't know everything out here. I don't want to be trying to eat flowers and end up with some kind of diarrhea the next day. Am I required to tip at these restaurants? Hola, Alejandro. Uruguay, nice. Alex, I'm here. Are you guys still there? Because my connection's going in and out. I apologize. But no, you don't have to tip in Cambodia. It's not a thing out here. Everything's built into the price. Most of the time, the taxes and everything are built into the price of what you buy. Sometimes I run into separate tax. It's called a VAT tax, and then they add 10%, and then they say they're adding another 5% service charge. But most restaurants don't do that. Good to see you too, Alice. I hate to talk to you. So annoying. American tipping culture here. Yeah, I know. I know when I last went back last year to visit my family, I couldn't believe, like, I walked into I guess a Starbucks, went in there to get a cup of coffee. I mean, they're doing their job. They're making you a coffee, they call out your name, and they have a tipping box right there. Or when I checked out using my debit card over there, it asked me right on the computer, do you want to leave a tip? And I'm like, why? I mean, they're just doing their job. I mean, I could see it at a restaurant when somebody's actually bringing you a meal, and they give you good service, that's where I leave a tip. But these places, like, even in the fucking convenience store, I'm the one going to the register to give you money, and you're just behind the counter, and I'm going to give you a tip? I mean, it's like, I don't understand that. I think the reason that is because, well, let's face it, the corporations are cutting their pay, so they're relying on the public's generosity to make up for what they're not paying their employee. That's what's happening. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'll give you another shot. Alex, I don't know if you're still in here, but you probably didn't see the restaurant. I'll give you a shot of the restaurant. I'm at Kinnan's. It's a very cool restaurant. Check it out. You could sit down there. You can sit. I'm on the second floor. Isn't that cool? Check it out. You can sit all back in here. You can even sit over there. I love it. This is so peaceful. Of course, you can see me. Hello. With my nice little plant. Yeah, it's great, man. And for $8.95, can't beat it. Got me a nice fresh salad. I know you tuned in late. This is avocado, chickpeas, lentils, mango, feta cheese, croutons, red pepper, carrots, I think, too, and a kumquat tea, iced tea. And they give you a free bottle of water. It looks like it's in a wine bottle, but that's water, okay? I promise that's water. Your girl ain't going back to drinking. Mm-hmm. I thought I'd eat fresh. I could have got something cooked. This is my second time here. They actually remember me. I haven't been here in like 3 months. They remember me. I'm the only one, I think, that sits up here. I just like the peace and quiet. I like to be in the bird's nest, as they say. But last time I was here, I got some kind of fried, like, what was called, it was pork belly that was marinated for like 10 hours in a stew. I was tempted to get it again, but I was like, no, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to get something fresh. But that shit was really good, too. So I recommend the stewed pork belly if you come out here. Oh shoot, you know what? It's even got, I think it's got corn in it. Maybe that's a mango. No, maybe it's the mango. I don't know. Anyway, this is gonna, if this doesn't clear your gut out, nothing will. So what are you all up to out there in YouTube land? Let's have some conversation. I know what's happening in Serbia, Alex. Pretty depressing. But what about everybody else? Tom, what's happening out in South California? I try not to watch too much about America news. Freaks me out. I did watch this one YouTuber while you guys come up with some questions. Before I left my apartment and came here, I've never seen this guy on YouTube, but he popped up on my browse screen, and I thought, oh, what the hell, I'll watch him. Oh, Scott the Trucker. Have you ever seen Scott the Trucker? It's a gray-haired dude with a big beard, and he's giving a YouTube video out of his truck. That guy was interesting, to say the least. Is it early in the morning now in Serbia? Okay. So you were just about to have coffee and breakfast and you saw me eat. I had a hater on here earlier. People have a fetish or something about they don't want to watch people eat doing a live stream. Like somebody, I had to block them. Okay. Am I reading that right? 8:35 in the morning in Belgrade. Okay. Yeah, some hojo got their panties in an uproar watching me eating and doing a live stream. I said, well, it's a foodie video. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm showing you the foods of Cambodia. And they said, no, you're not allowed to eat on a live stream. And I was like, this is my live stream. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I blocked them. No habla español. Sorry. I know a little. Pico, little. Okay, just saw on the news. Let me lift this up so I can read it. Some black guy stabbed a Ukrainian refugee girl to death on the bus for no reason. What? Where? In California? Shit. Yeah, people are nuts out there. America's wild. Yeah, no shit. That's terrible. I mean, it sounds like the dude was high on drugs. That's the only thing I can figure out. I mean, why would you just randomly stab, whether a man, a woman, anybody from any country on a bus or a train or what? Well, why would you even be carrying a weapon, number one, unless it's self-defense? Hey, Suste. Hey, Knight. Yeah, I could see self-defense, but just to randomly stab some helpless individual who's not doing a damn thing to bother you, you either got to be really fucking nuts or high on drugs or both. That's the only thing I could figure out. I mean, because anybody in their right mind would not do that, right? Would you go and stab somebody just randomly on the street? I mean, I know we get mad at people. We get mad at strangers. People irritate us. But you might have a thought, you want to strangle them or something, but you don't actually act it out. That's the thing I'm trying to say. You don't act it out. Super crazy. Let's get some more shots of the restaurant, guys. I'll do a panorama. In case you guys are just coming in. People then making racial thing. Oh, okay. No, he sat behind her and randomly pulled a switchblade and stabbed her. She had no idea they don't know each other. Wow. You see why I'm over here in Cambodia? I ain't trying to get my ass stabbed. I'm living in large, bro. I'm living large on a shoestring budget. And I'm enjoying my life. You dig this restaurant? You could even sit down there with this guy on a bunch of pillows. Yeah, we're sort of like, we're near a big expat kind of community. This area here, I think it's close to the Russian market. Yeah. Poor girl. Was it the wrong place at the wrong time? Yeah, no shit. That could happen to any of us. That's what's scary, man. That's why I say life is too short and you got to get out there and you got to do your thing, because what if some fool just stabs you in the back for no reason, out of the blue, and there goes your life. It's over. I mean, I'd rather not know it's coming, but I think I have a few years left in me that I would like to do something else with it besides, like, end it, you know? And see, her being Ukrainian, well, that touches my heart because I'm part Ukrainian. I have Ukrainian in me. My grandmother was from Ukraine. I don't know if I told you guys that, but my grandmother had my mom, and I think my mom was about 5 when, you know, my grandma, my grandpa, and my mom escaped during World War II from the Nazi situation and came to New York. Then they moved to Pittsburgh, so that's where the roots of my family came in on my mom's side, and they settled in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then my grandmother had her second child, which would be the first American on their side of the family. That was my uncle. And as far as like my mom's side, I'm the first American from my mom's lineage. So yeah, that touches me deeply because my grandmother was Ukrainian. On my dad's side, my dad, they were in the United States when World War II busted out, but his side of the family's German and Czech. So I have Ukrainian, German, and Czech. I got a lot of European blood running through me. Although I've had people say, you look like you're from Spain, or you got some Spanish in you. I said, no. These eyebrows come from my daddy. This is fucking Czech eyebrows, or whatever they call them. But yeah, that's my lineage anyway. Night. Even as a 40-year-old dude, I don't feel safe anymore here. I can't imagine how women feel. I try not to go out past 10 p.m. anymore. Seen and been through enough. Where are you from, Nye? Like, where are you living right now? That sounds bad. I've always made it a rule not to go out late at night. Well, in my drinking days, I was stupid. I used to go out a lot late at night. I'd stay out till 2 o'clock in the morning, then come home by myself, drunk, while I had a kid at the house. Excuse me. Stupid shit. When I think back on that, I think, oh my God, anything could have happened to me, and I could have left my son without a mom. He already had no dad. And here I'm out at the bars, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, I need to stop this shit. So I finally gave up liquor. I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna put my children through that again. Just wasting money. Having weirdo dudes try to pick me up at the bar. It was just a bad scene. Oh, San Diego, okay. But I live in a low-income neighborhood, and sadly you get some bad characters along with that. Yeah. Unfortunately, not everybody, but you figure low income, low security, right? People are stealing because they need money to support a drug habit or just to pay the bills. So it makes it a dangerous area to live, and you can be the best person in the world. You know what I mean? You don't do drugs, you don't steal. You're an honest, hardworking person, but you fear for your life because of everybody else's problems and what they do. It sucks, man. It sucks. So I was very fortunate. I mean, we weren't rich, I capped out, let me tell you, I worked 24 years for an insurance company and I only capped out at $50,000. That's it. That's how much money I was making before I quit my job. After 24 fucking years. You can't live in fear, but also be careful. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very true. Right. I just try to respect the lease terms to keep this rent the way it is. Right. Plus, I like to be respected by my neighbors. Me too. I got a creepy ass neighbor though. My South African bitch who lives upstairs. My hair be looking all crazy. When you get into a tuk-tuk, my hair was good before I left, and then it's like, well, maybe it's okay. Girl, boy, I'm full. I think I've left about 3 bites on this plate, but I can't do it. That was a lot of food, man. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to move the plate around. Hope I don't drop it. Okay, now we can talk about food in the way. So tell us about your African neighbor. Oh, shit. Well, if you caught my last live stream, she creeped me out. I don't know if you caught it or not. Do you think the neighbor will watch your videos? Nah, she don't even know I have a YouTube channel. I don't give a shit if she does anyway. She's weird. Fuck her. She tried to, I don't know, she was doing a Betty Kruger act on me. I had dinner made. And see, she was at my back door. I didn't even hear her walk down the stairs, but she was staring in my back door because I have like little strips in the door. So at night when the kitchen light's on, you can see me in the kitchen, right? It's just the way the door's made. So I had my back to the door and I was facing the counter putting my food on my plate. And I just picked it up and I was getting ready to walk into the living room. And I hear her in my door with her raspy ass voice. Scared the fuck out of me. She goes, neighbor, neighbor. That's what she was saying. I was like, first I was like, was that the TV? And then I heard neighbor. I was like, what the fuck? That made me drop my plate of food. But I was like, I'm hungry. I don't need to entertain this shit right now. So I hurry up and walked into my dark living room and just pretended I didn't hear her so that she would go away. She went away. But that's what I'm talking about. Creepy ass bitch. She's scary, bro. Oh, and here's another thing. What in the hell? I'm telling you, that's what said Betty Kruger. Freddy Krueger's mom or some shit. Like, she's just weird, bro. I don't know. I think she was drinking and just happened to sneak down there to have a smoke. I didn't smell any cigarettes, though. Because usually I can hear her flip-flops come down the stairs, and I know to sort of like hide in the corner so she can't see me in the kitchen, you know? But I didn't hear her at all. So she must have come down without her flip-flops on, you know, with her bare feet. And then she's just like, neighbor. If she keeps that shit up, I'm going to tell my landlady about that shit. I'm going to say, kick her ass out. But, my landlady, speaking of her, she messaged me yesterday, and she says that her name's Tanya, that South African neighbor, said that there was two cats that were running around her porch upstairs the night before. She was bitching about the cats making noises on her porch, and she thought they were my cats. And my landlady knows I ain't got no pets, and there's stray cats all over the fucking place out there. And I know she probably thought it was a stray cat, but yeah, she's bitching about the cats out there. And I just sort of laughed. I wrote her, I said, you know I don't own any cats. I said, those are strays. And besides, I didn't even hear them. Now, I did hear them last night. They must have been on her rooftop again, making noises and shit. And I was like, ha, neighbor. I just have to laugh. I don't even care. So it doesn't matter where you go in the world, you're going to have creepy neighbors, man. That's just the way things roll sometimes. But I'll bet you 10 to 1 I'm going to outstay her ass. Because I plan on keeping this apartment for a while. It's a sweet deal. In fact, I'm in a position where I might be able to talk my landlady. You remember that 50% off the rent deal she was going to give me when I was ready to renew the lease? I don't know if you guys remember talking about that. I'm going to try to talk. I'm going to see if I can get that deal back again for at least the next 5 months, because I'm in my new lease. I'm paying $330 a month. If I could get her, so half of that is $165. And then if I can times that times 5 months, that'll be half a year. I would like to prepay her. 165 times 5 is like $890. I want to prepay her the $890 and buy up the lease for 6 months. And then this way I could pay myself back double. I could pretend I'm the landlord and pay myself the full rent instead of paying her the rent. Because, I mean, what a deal, right? Think about it. So you get your $890 back in 5 months, plus you double it, because you're paying yourself back. That's another way to get some fast cash, right? So now if she says I need it for the year, because last time she was talking about the year, what is the what? What in the Bali, baby? What in the Bali? Anyway, yeah, so she was talking about maybe doing it for 12 months. I could probably still swing to 12 months. That would be about $1,890. I'd be cutting it really close, but I could get my money back fast by paying myself back. So, yeah, I'm going to work on that with her. That's going to be a way to do it, man. Could you do that in the United States? Hell no. Hell no. I've never had a landlord offer me to pay half of the rent for the year, and they would take that as payment. Because she said she doesn't own the building. She goes, if you could just cover my interest, which would be half the rent, I could foot the rest of it. And I was like, damn. And at the time, I didn't really have the cash, but now I do. And I was like, I'm really thinking about that shit, because I could pull way ahead on the coins. And besides that, she's got the crazy neighbor upstairs that's paying her full rent. So the half of the rent that she misses from me, she's actually getting it from them upstairs. So it's a win-win situation for her and for me. I'm going to take advantage of that. Espanol? No, no Espanol. Hello. Okay, hola. I could say hola, but no Espanol. So, Espanol. Yeah, I just no Espanol. Anyway, nice to see you. Gracias. I know a few words, but that's all I can do, bro. Night. Okay, let's see what you got, Night. That's one of my fears about just packing up and leaving here, living in a low-income apartment in a city like San Diego is extremely hard to obtain. It can take a decade to get back in. Well, yeah, I could see that happening. Okay, Esquill, thank you. And who? Sergio says hi? Hi, Sergio. What's happening, man? Yeah, I don't blame you. Like if you have a good setup and you can deal with the crazy people living around you, but that's a way to stack your coins, you know what I mean? I just so happen to have picked a really nice ass apartment out here in a decent neighborhood. And I got a really super sweet landlady. I'm her first tenant, actually. So I think she's really trying to impress, especially me being an American first tenant. And I've already been there 6 months. I'm into my second 6 months. She don't give me no fruit, though, no more. Damn it. You remember all the fruit she used to leave at my door? I guess she probably figures if I do that for her, I'd have to do it for the crazy South African lady, because then she'd feel left out. There must not be enough fruit to go around. Damn. I'm missing my mangoes. I'm missing my freaking mangoes. What else was she was giving me guavas, mangoes for free. She was giving me some veggies. I can't remember, zucchinis or something. I ain't getting nothing now. No free mangoes, bro. They're not really in season anyway. You love mangoes? Me too. I mean, they're selling them at the markets, but the ones that grow around here, the trees have already been picked. They're out of season. So I just pick up a mango or two when I'm at the supermarket. They're not too expensive. You can get a good size mango about this big. Yellow one for about, I don't know, 65 cents. How much are they in California? 10 bucks? I get it for 65 cents. Shit's cheap out here, man. I did my grocery shopping a few days ago. Now, I did spend a little bit more than I wanted to. I usually spend out about $30 to $35 for my groceries every week. And I spent $40. But I had to get some extras. Like I needed oil, a big giant bottle of oil. Usually I don't buy that every week. So little extras add up, toilet, ass wipe, shit like that. Gotta have that TP. But yeah, mangoes are the bomb. Faux show. But cheap, but I saw an article, hold on, that PP was the second most expensive city in Southeast Asia after Singapore. Who says that? This place ain't like Singapore. I overspent, right? I know, it's like by $5, I was shocked. But I know it really depends on how you, it depends on how you live. I haven't been to Singapore personally, but I hear it's super expensive. Like you go there and you buy a hamburger and it's $10. It's like the States, right? You can buy a $10 hamburger out here, or you can buy an entire meal for $6, and that's what I do. And you still eat well. It depends on your lifestyle. Let's put it that way. Mercer's 2024 cost of living report places Phnom Penh as the second most expensive city in Southeast Asia. I can't believe that. I wonder what they're basing it on. Rent? Food? And who are they talking to? I mean, because think about it. I'm living in a really nice apartment for $330 a month. This meal only cost me $9. I don't have a car payment. Yeah, I use tuk-tuks, right? But to get on this side of town, it costs me $2.50. Then it'll cost another $2.50 to get back. So I'm not buying booze. I don't smoke. So I cut all those expenses out. So this just makes you wonder, how am I? Zooey? I'm doing great. How are you? I'm sitting at a really posh Phnom Penh restaurant for expats. If you'd like to check it out. Let's do another scene, another restaurant scene, guys. Gotta love the trees, man. I love the trees way up here. I think I'm in the bird's nest. That guy's still hanging out over there. He's chilling like a villain. This is me. Ain't this nice? I'm up on the second floor. And you can sit even back here. In fact, I'll tell you what, since we're done, let me walk you around here. Like you said, it's how you live, right? Come on, guys, let's walk around here. I'm gonna show you the back end of this. Ain't this cool? Oh, look, there's the kitty. Hello. Talk about laid back. Stairwell down there. Oh, this is a nice little pad. It's just really hot back here. Nice view, huh? Oh, wow. Look at you. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to scare you. Hello. You gonna say hi? Say, hell no, I'm passed out. Trump's America is amazing. Yeah, beginning to wonder about all of that. Oh, these are paintings for sale. Or pictures, I guess. $30. There's just pictures of people. Well, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this is nice. Just hanging out back here. Still can't get over this cat. Oh, they got the dragon. Let's go. That one's $20, guys. It's a nice place to chill. Are you taking general questions about Cambodia to this live or another time? No, you could ask any questions you want. That's what I'm here for. I'll take any kind of questions you got. Oh, the sun just popped out. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. And actually, you can sit in there too, guys. Look. Oh, this is so awesome. This is so nice. Yeah, night. Ask any questions you got, man. That's what I'm here for before my phone dies out. Might have a good, I don't know, it's been about an hour now. I might have a good 15, 20 minutes, so yeah. Your attitude and background in ESL. Well, I try to keep things positive and upbeat. You know what I mean? Like, life is so... I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I was feeling pretty down these last few days. I was so tired yesterday, I didn't feel like doing shit. And then I started, like, getting depressed. I was like, why am I depressed? I think I've hit a point where it's like, I need something to go for. You know what I mean? Like, I need a new goal to tackle. I need a new mountain to climb. And I got to figure out what that is. But I need some cash to do it. So I was like, okay, then I came up with the rent thing. I was like, okay, I can do my cash that way. But I need a new goal. I need a new mountain to climb. I'm just that kind of person. It's weird. It's like I really enjoy not having to work and I enjoy my free time, but yet I need something to do or I get super bored. I wouldn't say I would be depressed, but I get bored. And when you get bored, then you start getting in your head. And it's like, then I started doing some meditation. Like last night, I did some meditation this morning, try to like calm thoughts in my head. And I feel better today. Yeah, you're human after all, yes. That's what the Stoics always said. Seek challenges and comfort is dangerous. Right. Comfort is dangerous. I mean, comfort's nice, but it can be dangerous too. New goal, learn more of the local languages, new words a day. Okay. That's a good idea, Alex. I don't know, but I'm just looking at something bigger. I know that's a good thing to do, but I don't know. I'm looking for something that I've never done before. I mean, I know some of the words here, but something bigger. That just sounds crazy. I don't know. It'll come to me. Something will inspire me, and that'll be my new mission. Because, I mean, think about it. Getting out here was a mission, right? And I'm already here. And I've been here. So now it's like, what's next on what's on the radar? What's next? What is the next big thing? I think that's what keeps us going in life, right? And I was like, well, I certainly don't want to move back to the United States and go back to work. Oh, God help me. I can't even imagine going back to that 9-to-5 life. I don't want to do that. Sorry, I got to pick my teeth. Yeah, but that takes money. You know what I mean, Alex? So, and I just came off of that big trip from the beach and everything, so hey, if I had the cash that I had when I cashed out my 401k, I'd be all over this place. Believe me, I would be doing more exploring. But when your coins are low, your girl can't do all that exploring. It's all about the money. It really is. But I'm happy here. I'm comfortable. I don't feel as anxious as I did back in the United States. I don't feel pressure to do anything. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. I don't feel like somebody's cracking the whip on me all the time. I can come and go and do as I please. I think that's something that it's hard to even imagine living that kind of lifestyle, because from the day you get out of high school, maybe even sooner, you've been taught to go to work, right? You've been taught to work within the 9-to-5 spectrum, work for someone else, make their dreams come true while you earn a little bit of pay to survive, right? And then you finally get your freedom. You finally get cut from the matrix. And at first you just go wild, right? That was me. It was like, oh my God, yeehaw, like I can eat this, I can do that, I can go here, I can stay up late, I can get up whenever the hell I want. But then you get settled into that lifestyle. Like it's been a good 9 months, I've just been settled down. Like I'm just like settled right now. Like I have roots right now in a whole new country. Whereas before I was just traveling around. And that was exciting, don't get me wrong, it's super cool. But now it's like I'm settled down, and I'm like, is this it? There's gotta be something more. So what is the next mountain to climb? I said, well, let's do it this way. I know what I don't want to do. I don't want to go back to work 9-to-5. Oh, speaking of that, I don't know how these people got my resume. I got 2 emails recently from schools out here that asked if I wanted to come in for an interview. I was like, what? I didn't even apply for these schools. Even when I was looking for work, I never applied for these schools. So they hit me up, and so the first thing I asked them, I says, because I don't want to waste my time or theirs, I says, well, what grade is it? How old are the kids? And is this full-time or part-time? Because your girl ain't teaching kindergarten no more, and I don't want full-time. Lo and behold, they're both kindergarten, and they're full-time. And I was thinking, well, where the hell did they get my resume from? It must still be floating around on their computers or something. Maybe they just keep your expat resume on file, and they just share it at different places. And when they actually need a teacher real fast, because one of them said, like, I just got the email, like, an hour. I checked my inbox, and it was sent an hour ago, and he asked me to come in right now. Like, talk about giving me some time to prepare. He's like, we need a teacher, like, can you come in today for an interview, like, at 1 o'clock? And he sent the email at noon. I was like, whoa. That's when I asked the guy those questions, and then I said, I respectfully decline. I'm sorry, I'm not your person. I don't want to teach kindergarten. So that just goes to show you, when they get cut short, they will just pull you fast out here. And I'll bet you, 10 to 1, I would have got one of those jobs. If I really wanted it, I would have got it. But I don't want it. So, just saying, if you guys are looking for work, just put your resume out here. You come to Phnom Penh. Oh, we got some breeze going on out here. Uh-oh. I wonder if that means a storm. The trees are moving. Oh, it's nice. Nice breeze. Oh, wow. It's really getting breezy. Oh, look at the leaves blowing in. Whoa. Cool. I just like sitting here and watching this. So first grade and higher, noted. Is sugarcane juice easy to get? Oh my God. Absolutely. You can get sugarcane juice anywhere in Siem Reap or Phnom Penh. Hi, Brody. Sugarcane juice is one of my favorite drinks. Absolutely one of my favorite drinks. I love it. But yeah, you can get Siem Reap all day long. You can get it anywhere in Cambodia. You can get vendors all up and down the road that sell sugarcane juice. You can get them in cafes, juice cafes. Now, I wouldn't say coffee shops. Like, it's not even on the restaurant menu half the time, but definitely the vendors are everywhere. How's my lips? Mama. That's the way I do my lips. You're my mirror. Mama. I think I burnt my lip the other day when I was eating pork chops. Cool. It's hard to find in Canada. I drank it all the time when I was in Cambodia last year. Oh, yeah. I've never seen pure sugarcane juice in the United States either. Actually, my pen stroke order is unconventional, so I don't want them to learn to trace letters and numbers, not according to the official way. So I prefer older students. Yeah, me too. I do too. Yeah, I'd rather have an older student. Actually, I'd rather teach an adult, to be honest with you. And I guess if I really wanted a job, I could hit all the learning centers out here, the English learning centers that teach just adults, and put in my resume. But again, you're working for somebody else. You're on their time. If I really needed the cash, I would do it. But I'm not struggling. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't need the cash, why? I want to do something for me for once in my life. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing YouTube. I'm talking to you guys. I'm just sitting here on a Tuesday afternoon, chilling out in a nice restaurant, talking to you guys. I would have never had time to do that if I was working. I would be teaching right now. And it's just not what I want to do. It's so good. Good questions, guys. Good comments, good questions. I like it. I'm going to hit this water. I'm going to hit the bottle, man. Is the phone shaking? I'm sorry, it's the table. I'm hitting the bottle, bro. The girl gonna be hitting the bottle. It's just water, don't panic. What's it say? Something that came to mind. Did you hear about some recent protests in Mexico City by locals? No. They're expressing trust rations with rich digital nomads allegedly driving up the cost of living. Yeah, I've heard about that, like in all cities around the world. Like Spain's having problems big time. Basically, expats involved in gentrification and inflation, making it hard on locals. Yeah. Now the battery's getting low. Yeah, I agree. I know the sentiment is much different in Asia, but do you think this will be... What? This will ever be so an issue in Cambo? What are you talking about? What's the issue, Night T? I don't know, I guess you lost me a little bit on that one. You got company. They want to take pictures too. And sit down. That's okay. We can sit here and chat. Sure, let's see him read Phnom Penh. I lived in Phnom Penh for 6 months last year. Okay. He means, well, expats raise the... Oh, well, okay. Well, expats... I really think it depends on how many expats actually get to here and live. I was thinking about that too the other day. Because, and that one guy I was watching, that Scott the trucker was talking about that, how people are wanting to leave the U.S. because we fucked it up. So now everybody's thinking about going to these other countries to live. And what are we going to do? We're going to bring our ways to these new countries and fuck their country up, which he's got a valid point. So if there's too many of us marching into these different countries and trying to push our way and our culture on their culture, and then we're buying all the products with U.S. dollars, and we're raising the cost of living for the locals, and then we start driving them out, that's a problem. It's a problem. Hey, Lily T. Hello, just joined the live. Well, welcome. Yeah, I'm under 20% on my phone, so I'm glad you got in when you did. But here's the restaurant I'm at. I'm at Kinnan. Oh, they took the... it must be it was getting ready to rain. They took the little thingy in. That's why everybody's coming up here. I just had a really nice bomb salad. What's left of it. Yeah, nice little location up here. Really chill. I just have company right now. Had the whole place to myself. Canada is brutally expensive to live. Hi, Kai. Or Ka. I'll take Cambodia any day over the week. Yeah. Me too. I mean, I hate to be like the one that's advertising Cambodia and saying, come on down, because I don't want to open the floodgates too much and ruin these people's way of life. So I hope that people that do come to live here respect their ways and the prices don't go up. Because we want to keep it cheap for us too, you know? ESL teachers are low-key and provide a needed service that will empower the economy. rather than compare with local brick and mortar stores that business people can impose. Yeah, but the thing is, you know what happens out here, you can be a foreigner and you can buy a business out here without marrying a Cambodian. And if more people get wind of that and you can buy something cheap out here and set up a business, what's going to happen? You're going to have more foreigners running the businesses and jacking the prices up. So I think Cambodia's government's going to if it gets too out of control, then they're probably going to put some lockdown on the visas, or they're going to make it a little more difficult for you to live here or to get a business, sort of like Thailand is doing right now. I imagine Cambodia would lock it down, but right now they're open to tourists because they're finally getting a piece of the tourist pie. No, it's never on anybody's radar. When they think of Southeast Asia, they think of going to Thailand, Bali, Vietnam, right? But nobody thinks about Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Or some people think of Siem Reap, but they don't think about the city. So I think we're good for now. I want to keep it that way, okay? Because I don't want to have to find a new country to live in. Although there's so many of them out there, I wouldn't mind exploring and checking things out. But yeah, you're right about the ESL teachers. It is needed. Oh, it's raining right now. Well, it's a good thing I'm under this thing. It's definitely needed right now. Thailand makes you get a temporary teacher's license that eventually expires after 6 or 7 years. After that, they'll require an actual teaching degree. See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. I used to know a guy from, I ran into him in Laos. And then when I went back to Thailand, to Hoi Hin, this is so crazy. I was literally just walking down the sidewalk, going to the chocolate factory, and he was coming at me on the sidewalk, and he recognized me. I didn't recognize him, but he recognized me. He goes, "Tammy?" He goes, "Are you Tammy from Laos?" I was like, holy shit. So we had lunch together. I was like, of all people to run into, I ran into this dude. But anyway, long story short, he's living in Thailand now on a teacher's license. And he's on that thing where if you learn Thai, then you can stay in the country. Like some kind of what is it called? Education visa. So that's what he's running on right now. And I think he's teaching English in return, but he's on that visa where he has to learn Thai. So that's one way to do it if you're not retirement age. Ooh, listen to the rain, guys. I don't know if you can see it. It's a good thing we're here now. Well, this is a damn good place to hang out. Hold on, before my phone dies down, at least I got my charger and we can keep talking. I have a charger. And I got a new cord. Hold on. This is my $1 cord. I haven't even used it yet. Let's hope it works. Shit. Ooh, it's coming down now. Okay, let me plug in. Yay, it works. Yay. You remember the little paw print? Fuck yeah, it works. Let's see the little green symbol. Yay, now we can talk a little bit longer. So yeah, that's what's happening, boy. Lily. Lily T. My little Lily. Well, I was gonna take off, but I need to walk down the street and I didn't bring my umbrella, so I guess I'm just gonna hang out with you guys under this little hut while it's raining so I don't have to get wet. I'm such a chicken. I don't want to get wet. I figured it wasn't going to rain. Yesterday, they threatened that it was going to like pour like a mother, right? Right around between 2 to 5 o'clock, and it never rained. So I says, it's probably not going to do it again today. So I was wrong. Again. Oh well, fuck it. Till I get my next question. Because I have nothing to do. I'm waiting for you guys to drop me something. Come on, we gotta have a conversation, bro. Well, let me think about something. Now, we already we discussed my crazy Betty Kruger neighbor. We discussed expats in Cambodia. Oh, here we go. Knight's got something. Love the sound of rain. Tammy, here's another one. Okay. How lenient are employers on ESL teachers and tardiness or underperforming? Yes, you absolutely may. Okay, thank you. It was really good. What's that? No, I'm good. If I want some, I'll let you know. Okay, thank you. Sorry, asked me if I wanted coffee. It is common for foreigners to get fired because of things like that. Yeah. Now, I've only worked there 1 week, okay? But this is what the principal told me. They said if you are sick, you miss a day of work, they will dock you 3 days' pay. So not only the day you miss, but 3 days. So you actually are 4 days short on your paycheck. That's number one. So in other words, don't take off sick, especially if it's a Monday or a Friday. You call out Monday or Friday, they dock you 4 days' pay. So you might as well say the whole week. I don't know if they're too big about tardiness because I was always on time. Well, this one tuk-tuk driver almost cost me being 10 minutes late because he couldn't get out of second gear. And the traffic was bad, and I barely got to work that one day. Like, I had 5 minutes to spare. I would have been late, and I didn't want to be late in my first week. But, yeah, I don't know how they do with tardiness, but I know how they do with being out sick. And I imagine, if you do it too much, they're probably going to let you go because, let's face it, they have the pick of the litter. They can pick anybody up off the street and have somebody teach out here. As long as you have the credentials. The main thing is the TEFL credentials. Now, if you have a college degree, you can get a better paying job with your TEFL. But if, let's say, you have no experience like me, and you just had a TEFL, you'd still get a job. But then again, it's like, that's the question. Oh, look at butterflies. And that is the answer. And we got rain. See the rain coming off the roof? That is so cool. It's raining now in Cambodia, guys. Now you can hear it on the rooftops. See, the tin rooftops are wet. Wow, the whole place emptied out. I guess because you can't sit down there. It's raining. It's just me and these guys. And they ain't talking. Yeah, it's not too bad. Pretty nice. Is it common for foreigners to get, what? Oh, fired because of things like, okay, we already answered that question. Okay, so that's the answer. From what I know, that would be the answer. Good question, Knight. So let's just put it this way. You better be on your game out here. I mean, it's not like the United States where you get sick days and, you know, they're lenient about you missing so many sick days and then they give you FMLA. They don't have none of that shit out here. There is no FMLA. There are no sick days. Shit, you barely get vacation out here. Like she told me since I was a new teacher, I would get 1 week off at Christmas time and that's it. Besides the actual Cambodian holidays, which they do have more of those than they do have American. But, yeah, you're pretty much working Monday through Fridays. Sometimes you're going to work Saturdays if they need you for a special event and they message you and say you need to be there. You better be there or you're going to lose your job. Then you get 1 day off a week, you know. It can be pretty brutal. That's why I say I think it's more of a young man's game. So if you're, I'd say if you're anywhere from your 20s to your 40s, especially teaching young kids, and you can put up with that type of work schedule and teach young kids and deal with all that, then it's a job for you. You can do it. You'll be able to get it, and it would be a job for you. It would be no problem, you know? But when you're retired, you're tired. If you're like me and you're 55 years old and you're just like, fuck it, you don't want to deal with that, then it's a problem. What are you afraid the most of in Cambodia, if anything? Good question, Alex. What would I be afraid of the most? I guess I really don't want to be out late at night. I'd be afraid that somebody, even if I was taking a tuk-tuk by myself at night, I'd be afraid that I'd get kidnapped or some weird shit or held for ransom. Maybe getting bit by a mosquito that's carrying a disease could freak me out. Yeah, dengue fever. Hey, Clark. Yeah, but other than that, I'm not afraid of anything out here. I haven't really had a fear. You know what I mean? Like, well, I wouldn't want to be caught even during the day walking around the slums of Phnom Penh. Now they do have some slums out here. I haven't shown you guys, but it's bad. Big spider. Okay. Yeah, but that was Siem Reap. I haven't seen any of those spiders here in Phnom Penh, thank God. I'd be afraid of the forbidden Mekong River juice. Ooh, what is that? Is it like the happy pizza? Fuck that, I ain't doing that. Here, let me turn around so you guys can see the rain. Turn around this way. But then again, it's so bright. You won't be able to see it. It's pouring down. Just a joke, made it up. Nah, it's okay. I don't mind. Ugh. Well, this is a good place to chill out during a rainy day. Here, let me flip the camera again. Listen to the rain, listen to it pour. Actually, this is pretty sweet. I like this. Maybe I will get that cup of coffee from her if she comes back up. Wouldn't mind a cup of coffee right now with the rain. I was going to go to Mr. Piccolo's coffee shop, but I don't want to walk in this rain. Not right now. So, anywho. Unexploded ordnances like landmines. Oh, well, yeah, but that's not here. I'm in the city, baby. Like, they cleared out all that shit. There's none of that shit out here. So, I'm not scared of older Khmer people with missing limbs, and it makes me sad because you know they're from the fields and they got their arms and legs blown off and they're in wheelchairs or they're just hopping around on one leg, and I'm like, damn, it's sad. It's very much a reality out here. But there are no bombs in the city. So I can't say I'm afraid, but if I was out in the middle of a rice field somewhere, I'd be scared. Food poisoning? Yeah, but it's not a big fear because I try to eat the freshest, cleanest food I can get. You know me, I'm eating at a nice restaurant. I know these people don't want a bad Google review because then their place will shut down. So you're pretty much safe knowing that a restaurant like this is going to serve you good, clean, healthy food. Same thing with me going to the supermarkets. And then once I get my food, I wash it anyway again to keep it clean before I cook it. I use my filtered water. I, knock on wood, I have not had any stomach virus. None of that crazy stuff with, when you get food poisoning. I've been good. So far, so good. And I stay away from the food carts. I think that's part of the reason. The street food's good. I hear that everybody says the street food is excellent. Look at me, I got this on. But I also hear that people get sick off of that street food, and I'm not about that life. I'm not trying to have diarrhea and be throwing up, puking my guts out for 3 days, because that's what happens on that food poisoning. Yeah, good questions, guys, good. So every expat YouTuber has come into contact with nasty stalkers, either online and offline. Stalkers. Well, knock on wood, I have not come across one of those. And if they do stalk me online, well, I just block their ass. I have the magic button, guys. Boop, boop, boop. No. And, of course, you got to be smart, not be telling people where you live and all this shit. Just like I told you about that one guy that emailed me, supposedly owns a gym out here. You remember that story? And he says, send me your address and I'll send you, I'll get a tuk-tuk ride to pick you up and I'll pay for it, and, you can do an interview with me. And I was like, I'm not sending you my address, bro, where I live. I wouldn't do that shit in the United States when I was dating some dude off the line. I'm not going to give you my fucking address. I got kids and shit there. No. Big N-O, motherfucker. No. So, maybe every other expat, or what do you call YouTubers, come up with that, but so far so good, I have not. And physically, I haven't. Oh man, but I forgot to tell you about this one dude. I'll tell you this story. Right, you're like, I'm good. Yeah. And he seemed like a nice dude. Okay, he was a Cambodian guy. He was my tuk-tuk driver. He spoke like broken English, right? Look at this stalker. So anyway, while he's driving me back from the mall, he starts talking about his life. Something about his wife left him, and he's got a daughter. His wife doesn't want to have anything to do with him, and blah, blah, blah. I felt bad for the guy. And he says, now I'm looking for somebody to help me teach me more English, but I can't afford to go to school, and yada, yada, yada. So in my head at the moment, I was thinking, well, maybe I can teach you English for free and you teach me Khmer for free. We can do an even exchange, right? Won't charge each other. So when we got to my place, I told him that. I says, would you be willing to do the even exchange? Was he fake news? No, he wasn't fake news. So he was all thrilled. He was like, yeah, let's do it. So we exchanged phone numbers on WhatsApp. And like I said, he was a cool dude. I said, okay. He obviously knows where I live now. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But the next day, come on, Lily, you're a girl. I don't expect you guys to know this, but when a guy sends you a hello message for the first time with a flower, like a rose flower, it's more than a hello. You know what I mean? It's more than a good morning hello. It's more like a romantic hello. So I didn't want to entertain that, and I was just like, if I respond to him, he's going to think I'm into him, and he's got a wife, right? So, told me so. So I blocked him. Needless to say, I did not respond to him anymore, and I blocked him off on WhatsApp, and I haven't heard from him again. And I haven't run into him since I've been taking, what do you call, tuk-tuk rides, because there's a million of them out here. But that was one weird incident. Because I was like, yeah, this guy wants to get together for more than just conversation, teaching each other. And I was like, oh, shit. I didn't think I came across that way. Like, I didn't come across like I was trying to be into him or something like that, or I wanted to date him. I was just like feeling sort of sorry for the dude, And I was like, well, shit, I need to learn some Khmer, and I don't want to pay for lessons. So why don't we do this even? I even told him, I says, we'll meet at a coffee shop in a public area, maybe once a week, and we can just exchange lessons, right? But he took it to an extreme. He took it as something else. And I hate to cut somebody off that way, but I'm like, sorry, dude. Oh. He sounds like fake news. Yeah, he probably was pulling my leg or something, trying to get on my sympathy train, right? Hey, the rain is slowing down. Awesome. That's what's cool about out here. It's like it rains and it stops, and it rains and it stops. Sort of like Florida weather. It's slowing down. Here, I'll show you. Still drippy, but it's okay. This is where you could sit it with the bean bags, but they took the bean bags in. I bet the cat split. Yeah. So anywho, I think what I'll do next is I will go over to Mr. Piccolo's Coffee and Bakery and go get me a cup of coffee. I'd rather get a coffee over there because he's got a good coffee machine. And he has really good Kahlua balls. Just said that. Stopped raining, yeah. Yeah, it's just dripping right now through the trees. But yeah, I may go over there and do that. And then I gotta go pick up some candles for my living room because I burn candles all the time. Save electricity, right? No, I just like candlelight. I'm into the candles. What time is it? Shit, I don't even know. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Give you a little view while I look. 5 p.m. 2:45 in the afternoon. So mid-afternoon right now. These people are waiting for me to pay my bill. Like, when the fuck's she gonna stop talking and go pay her bill? When I'm damn ready. And it's still drippy out there. I'm glad you got you guys on here. I can't even talk. Good to have conversation. I almost feel like you guys are here with me. It's pretty cool. Drink more water. I Damn, Clark, look at this. I still got a half a bottle of water to go, man. I want to take this bottle home with me. Nah, they wouldn't let me do it. It's actually a pretty heavy glass of bottle. This thing's heavy. Pretty nice bottle, though. They're chit-chatting. If I drink any more water, I'm going to have to piss. I wonder if they... Yeah, they got a bathroom. I think. I don't see a bathroom. Hold on. Let me see if there's a bathroom around here. Staff only. Staff only. Must be downstairs. Maybe they don't have a bathroom out here. Shit. Unless it's back there. Might have to go to the back 40 over here. Back in the alley. Drop it like it's hot. Playing American music here. They're playing oldies, man. Like, they're playing music from like the 70s. I'm trying to listen to what's on now. Some going, ooh, like sort of like doo-wops. Well, that's like 50s, but it's like 70s soft rock and shit like that. It's pretty neat. Anywho. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call the ball because it looks like you guys look tired too. Thank you for joining the live stream as usual. I appreciate you stopping by and with all your questions and concerns. I appreciate that too. Funny, looks like a beer bottle. That's a giant wine glass. It's a wine bottle. Yeah. Bye-bye, Clark. Thanks for joining, guys. But yeah, I'm going to go get my coffee and get back before the traffic gets really super bad. Because around 4 o'clock, it gets really terrible. So it'll be like a long-ass drive back to my place. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Peace out.